On January 27th, 2025, Christy Cohen was charged in Greenwood County District Court in Kansas with multiple offenses, including driving under the influence, possessing a firearm while under the influence, driving without a required ignition interlock device, driving without insurance, driving with a suspended license, transporting an open container, and having a legal window tint. These charges came from a traffic stop conducted by Deputy Blake Pfizer at around 9:20 p.m. on January 22nd, 2025, after he suspected the vehicle had unlawful window tint.
And were you able to see into Miss Cowan's vehicle?
No.
Now, I know we had gone over this before, so when she went in front of you, what, if anything, can you describe to us, did the interior look like?
I can't tell you what the interior looked like. It was too dark.
And if someone has correct window tint, are you able to see how many people are in the vehicle?
Yes.
Are you able to kind of tell what the interior of the vehicle looks like?
Somewhat, yes.
Have you been using this technique for a while?
Yes.
And when you stopped this car, did you eventually test the window tint?
Yes.
What was the window tint reading of the vehicle when you were able to test it?
It was 11% window tint.
What is the legal percent in the state of Kansas?
35%.
Do you explain every time you go through a case all of your experience or how you use specific testing?
No.
So, is there anywhere in your report you explain how you use your experience and this technique of checking windows?
Not that I believe.
I will pass this witness to the defense.
Cross-examination, Mr. De Hoyos.
Judge, thank you, sir. Deputy Fisher, I want to make sure I understand the way in which you determined the windows were too dark. How long did you have to observe the vehicle that you pull over?
I don't know an approximate time frame. I mean, she was driving by at highway speeds.
Okay, and that highway, that's US 54 or 54-400, is that what that is?
400.
Forgive me, 400. Is 70 there? 75?
65.
65, okay. Middle of the night, right?
Correct.
And you say that the technique you employed was you had you flash your high beams to see if you could see through the windows. Is that right?
I don't flash them. I sit with them on.
Okay. So you sit with them on and help me understand what happens after that.
As the vehicle drives by, I make my observations.
Okay. I mean, is this a lawfully approved technique? I mean, is there a sheriff's or a county association or any kind of police association that approves of this technique?
Not that I know of. I mean, it's reasonable suspicion. She drove by, saw that the window tint appeared to be too dark, so I had reasonable suspicion to believe that the window tint was too dark, so I initiated the traffic stop.
So hear me out, Deputy Fisher. I appreciate that. When it comes to the lawful definition of reasonable suspicion, all that, I'm not worried about that. I'm trying to understand the facts. And the fact is, you use a technique that has not been supported by any lawful community or law community that you're aware of.
No. We all use it.
As it stands right now, you don't have the experience to be able to say that at a passing glance what percent the window tint is.
I can't tell an exact percentage, no. And I don't think anybody would be able to tell an exact percentage, but I know that if a vehicle is driving by and I can't see into the vehicle, it's reasonable to believe that it is too dark.
Okay, so if somebody drove past you while they're holding a blanket against the window, does that mean their window tint is too dark?
No.
Okay, but that would still create the same effect that you not being able to see through the windows and then pulling them over because the window tint is too dark, even though that wouldn't be true, right?
I would disagree with that.
Okay, which part?
Well, if the window tint was not too dark and they drove by and they were holding a blanket up, I would be able to see that they were holding something up. As she drove by, I wasn't able to see her or any other person in the vehicle, indicating that the window tint itself was too dark.
And are there any outside circumstances that can affect your judgment as to the lightness or darkness of the window tints as they fly by you at 65 miles an hour?
As in?
Oh, I don't. In a storm, would you just make the same call? Would you make the same pullover and same arrest?
I mean, it could alter some, I guess, but no, not really.
So, at the time in which you observed the defendant's vehicle, was it by itself, or was there any other vehicle within its proximity?
It was by itself.
So, if the video of you observing that, I think it was a Chevy Sonic, demonstrates that it was right next to and alongside an 18-wheeler that was all black, and that you observed it with the all black background, that would not be consistent with your memory and the way you would do this technique. Is that correct?
I mean, from what I can recall, like I said, I haven't been through the video, I haven't been through the report. From what I can recall, what I saw was her. I wasn't paying attention to any other vehicle, and it was the front passenger side window that I was paying attention to. She was closest to me. We were in a 4-lane highway. She was heading eastbound. She was the closest vehicle to me. So I was looking at that window specifically.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I have a body or a dash cam video. So, Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit Defendant's Exhibit A. This is the dash cam video from Officer Fisher's vehicle that demonstrates what he would have seen as the vehicle the defendant was driving passed him by at 65 miles an hour on US 400.
Any objection by the state? Miss Gillette.
No, Your Honor.
The exhibit is admitted into evidence and the court will view the same.
Can you see it okay, Judge?
Yes.
Judge, if I may resume cross-examination.
Yes, please resume cross-examination of the Deputy Fisher.